All right, Mr. Jackson, would you introduce yourself? Tell us your name and DOC number.
My name is Howard Jackson, DOC 104336.
And I see you have some folks there with you today. Let me recognize them. We have Marvin, your brothers, Leonard Jackson and Marvin Jackson, Chiquita Carr, your niece, your sister Marion Jackson, and Demetria Jackson, another sister. Thank y'all for being support, and we'll call on those who will be speaking in just a moment. First, Mr. Jackson, I'm going to read some identifying information into the record, sir. So, Mr. Jackson, you're here seeking a commutation of your sentence. You were sentenced in West Baton Rouge Parish in July of 1983 for a first-degree rape, and you are serving a life sentence. Is that correct?
Correct.
So, Mr. Jackson, before we hear from your family, we want to hear from you. Give us your statement. Tell us, why are you in prison, and why do you think we ought to vote favorably for you today?
Well, I done complete all my programs. I got sex offense program. I finished that. I've been down 40 years and I'm rehabilitated.
What did you do to get in prison?
Aggravated rape.
What'd you do?
Yes, ma'am. When it started out at my trailer at my house, I was full of some drugs then, and I decided to go across the river and get more drugs. And on my way across, once I got to the destination I was going to, I didn't meet the same people that I usually do. So it was a red Camaro sitting on outside the house on the street. I went there. I bought 2 pills, supposedly Prelude. I went back home, and a friend of mine, she told me when I got them, it was baby aspirin. So I went back across the river looking for the Camaro. I found a red Camaro. At the time, I didn't really feel that it was the right car, but they had got my money and I was full of them drugs. So I waited outside for somebody to come. Once I stood out there a while outside the club, and a lady come out and went to this car. Once she got to the car, I forced my way into the car. And from that, after that, that's where the rape and the robbery occurred. That's how the rape and robbery occurred.
Okay, we'll have some questions for you shortly. Warden Minoy, is there anything you can tell us about Mr. Jackson?
Yes, ma'am. He's medium custody, works at the collision repair school. He completed the sex offender treatment 1 through 3 in 2014. He got his GED in 13. He's had carpentry, parenting, anger management, substance abuse.
Good, thank you. All right. Well, let's hear from your family before we start our interview with you, Mr. Jackson. Could we hear from Miss Demetria first?
Okay. Good morning. My name is Demetria Jackson, and I am Howard Jackson's youngest sister, and I'm here to speak on his behalf. I acknowledge that my brother committed a serious crime, and I'm sorry for the pain his actions have caused. He has expressed remorse and has accepted full responsibility. Howard battled drug addiction, and I feel that contributed to his incarceration. He's been in Angola for over 40 years, but we maintain a close relationship. We visit him, we write letters and do telephone calls. And in spite of situation, he has strived to build a strong relationship with his daughter and his grandchildren, especially his grandchildren. He's now 77 years old, and with his age came illnesses. He's experienced some chronic health issues where he's been hospitalized both here and outside of the prison. And he has a strong support system of family and friends that are prepared to assist in every aspect of his care. Our family fully supports his release. He will be living with me in our family home and will be employed by one of my brothers. I respectfully ask you to consider granting him clemency, and I thank you for the opportunity to speak on behalf of my brother.
Thank you, ma'am. Ms. Marion Jackson, please.
Good morning. My name is Marion Jackson. I'm Howard Jackson's sister. Thank you for the opportunity to speak today in support for his petition for clemency. The harm caused by Howard is acknowledged. Our family is especially the victim, has lived with the pain and the consequences of his actions. He accepts full responsibility for the violent crime he committed and has shown profound remorse. He has been incarcerated for over 40 years. I have maintained a close relationship with him. Family is an important and essential part of every person's life. Heart disease runs in our family, as my sister stated. He has had major heart surgery and other medical procedures and is currently receiving treatment for chronic health issues. He has recurring pain in his legs and sometimes difficulty walking. Howard actively pursued and completed rehabilitation programs and educational courses which will help him in transitioning into society. Through hard work and perseverance, proudly earned a GED from Baton Rouge Community College. I am proud of his accomplishment. School was always a challenge and a struggle for him and our mother. He rebelled and regularly skipped school. He has committed his life in Angola to personal growth and positive change. He participated in programs. And educational programs and rehabilitation programs. He participated in programs created to address the root causes of his violent offense. He regularly worships in religious services for spiritual growth and God's help to live day to day in prison. He believes in Jesus Christ as our Savior. There's a solid foundation of support awaiting him if his petition is granted. Our family is ready to provide stable housing, financial support, and positive, encouraging environment to ensure his successful re-entry into today's society. Since his incarceration, a transformation has taken place, providing hope for his future. I prayerfully ask the board to please grant my brother's request for clemency. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Ms. Carr,
Good morning to the board, and thank you all for allowing me the time to speak on behalf of my uncle. My name is Chiquita Carr. I am the eldest niece of Howard Jackson. First, I want to acknowledge that Howard made a serious mistake in his past. And I do know that he has acknowledged it and he has expressed deep remorse for what he has done. and he takes full accountability for his actions. I'm so proud of him for taking, uh, several courses like the risk management phases, as mentioned earlier, sex offender treatment, the courses in drug and anger management to better himself. And I could tell that when he received his GED, there was a big boost to his self-esteem, which he was so proud of getting his GED. There's so much more for him to learn and do, and we as his family will support him through the entire process. With the board's endorsement of a second chief, our family and loved ones will be there to support Howard every step of the way with his reentry back into society and back into his community. We want nothing less than to see him be successful and productive. So I graciously ask the board to wholeheartedly consider granting my uncle his clemency. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Jackson, your case was assigned to Mr. Freeman. Would you answer his question?
Yes,
Hi,
ma'am.
How old are you?
77,
Okay, and how long you been in jail?
42 years.
2 years. Okay. What's the best class you took? Tell me what class you took you liked the most?
Risk management.
Okay, what'd you get out of risk management? Tell me why you liked it.
Risk management, well, that's the course that deals with all sexual crime. And it has some valuable information in it for a sex offender.
Can you tell me any of that valuable information? I'm just kind of curious to make sure you paid attention.
Did I? Yes, sir. I could read it.
Yeah, you can read it.
Well, no, I don't need to read this. First of all, it starts off with acknowledgement. You got acknowledgement. You got to acknowledge the crime you did. You got to. And I had all this. You got the risk management. You got the. And I had all this together.
Getting a little confused.
Yes, sir. It's
All right. So you
I
didn't
had-
wait. Saw you were eligible. You went on and took the class, which I do applaud. I know you took it, and you started out right.
I got
All right, let's move on.
justify. I got it.
Now go ahead.
Justify. You got to justify your crime. You got to justify. You got to believe in proving yourself or others to your actions. So you got to justify what you've done. You got to acknowledge that. Blame, pointing the finger at somebody else that don't make it. That's to bring you right back to justifying. You got to justify what you did. Denial.
You're good. You're good. I just wanted to make sure you took the class and you got something out of it. You just didn't send that. And I can see you wrote notes, so you definitely got something out of it. Okay, tell me something. Back in 3/4/21, what happened? You did so great. You had no disciplinary write-up for 7 years, and you get a 3 and a 5. Tell me what happened on that day.
Really, it's the movement from, I was moved from Pine One to Oak One. I had a bottom bunk duty status.
Mhm.
And I asked her a whole bunch of times about the bottom bunk. And she told me that she didn't know nothing. But I kept asking. Every time she came in the dorm, I would ask.
Mhm.
But the last time I asked her, she blew up. She went to hollering and screaming, but I ended up getting wrote up for I think it was intimidation.
Yeah.
But I may have went to it too many times with the same thing, asking about the bottom bunk, because I had a medical duty status for the bottom bunk.
Gotcha. It's been, like I said, that was 4 years ago, and the time before that was 2014. So you really been disciplinary free pretty much beside at one event for 11 years. Okay, and your health. What's the prognosis on your health? You still get seen regularly by the doctor?
Yes, sir. Right now I'm waiting on the operation. For plaque in my arteries in my right leg.
Gotcha.
You did the left leg, but the right leg is still because both legs artery was bad in both legs with plaque. So I'm waiting on right now. I'm in the waiting stage for them to operate on the second leg.
Okay, and I do want to note for the record that we have a lot of law enforcement opposition. The victim could not be located, so we have no victim opposition. And I have no further questions, Mr. Mark.
Mr. Freeman, any other questions?
Yeah, I do. I noticed that when the AG objected, they referred to two prior aggravated rapes. So, I went back and looked again, and in 68, you were charged with an aggravated rape. What happened there?
Well, the young lady back then, it was about her mama. Her mother wanted me to marry her. And
Y'all were young?
yep, she was, I don't know how old she was really, but I was around in my 20s about back then.
Was she pregnant or something like that? Why would the mother
No,
want you?
ma'am. Well, her mother thought my dad had money, really. And it really wasn't like that. But went to court and they come up with for me to get married. But once after court, everything was dropped. Nothing happened after that. And I
All right,
never did get married.
Let me ask you about 1981. That was also listed. Aggravated rape, armed robbery, aggravated crime against nature.
81? Oh, that's okay. 81.
Yes,
No,
sir.
my crime happened in 83.
And you didn't have, on your adult record now, it shows null pros. Were you involved in something and then you were exonerated from it? That it was an aggravated rape, armed robbery, and aggravated crime against nature? Were you?
No, that was the charge in 83.
Okay. Okay, because I've got 81 here.
I know it's confusing me.
And then I've got 83 here, and 83 says aggravated rape, resisting an officer, simple battery, and aggravated assault. And the AG said that they were opposed to it based upon his two previous rape charges. So that's what caused me to see the 81 and 68,
He was found guilty in 83.
but not the other ones. So
I'll say that at the top.
I'm just going by what I told the
Right here, I'll
AG.
tell you.
Okay,
I
well,
think it happened.
all right, it was 81 and didn't come to trial until 83.
Offense day was 83.
All right, that was gonna be my question based upon the AG statement.
Any other questions?
You don't remember anything from 1981? Because that is a separate charge.
What they say.
No, sir, I don't.
I don't ever remember getting arrested, because that's a big deal. Okay, thank you.
Any other questions?
It was another charge, what was the other charge? That aggravated. You're a third offender, so.
Yeah.
I'm curious about that other.
AG says we are opposed based upon the violent and sexual nature of the offense, based upon the subject's criminal history, including 2 previous arrests for aggravated rape. That's where I got it.
We're looking on his adult record report,
Yes,
1981, arrest date February the 20th, 1981. Agency is EBR. Offense is the aggravated rape, armed robbery, aggravated crime against nature. And then the disposition is like the district attorney's office threw it out.
Mhm. Okay, so not Ross.
And then 68, it said not a true bill based on the report by the grand jury.
Okay.
And that one was out of West Baton Rouge.
All right.
And what
Thank
about
you.
what about the aggravated battery with a dangerous weapon? What happened on that case?
What year that was, sir?
77?
I think we was at a party and had a gang fight. And yeah, I think I did cut somebody on the hand.
You had a knife and you cut him on the hand? Okay. And on the rape case that was null pros, that was not prosecuted, you were in your 20s. How old was the girl? You said you didn't know, but how old was the girl?
In my 20s, let's see.
Did you hear my question?
Yes, sir. I'm trying to think. You said how old the girl? I really don't know.
Was she less than 18? Is that why it was an aggravated rape?
No, sir.
You was in your 20s. Was
I
she
think-
back your age?
She was about the same age, I believe. I'm not really sure.
Okay. I'm just curious because that's a strong charge to get charged with because somebody wouldn't marry you. I'm trying, that's,
No, I think we got a mix up. It wasn't me trying to marry her. Her mama wanted her to marry me. Because, like I said, she thought that my father had some money. And that's something he didn't have back then.
so when she wouldn't marry you, they charged you with aggravated rape. When you wouldn't marry the girl, they charged you with aggravated rape. Is that correct?
You know, that was the charge I remember that was that was the original charge, aggravated rape. They charged me with rape.
All right, I don't see any other questions. Are we prepared to vote, Mr. Freeman?
No, Mr. Jackson, you got a good interview. You served 42 years and I was strongly leaning toward granting, but when we start discussing this criminal history, it really raises some concern with me. And today I'm gonna have to vote to deny criminal history and law enforcement operation.
Mr. Tillis?
My vote is to grant the 99 years with immediate parole eligibility.
Ms. Stapleton?
My vote is to deny based upon AG's opposition, DA's opposition. They feel like you're a danger to society. You're very vague about your previous criminal record.
Mr. Craig?
My vote is to deny, based on criminal history and opposition.
All right, Mr. Jackson, you didn't get the votes you needed today. You needed 4 votes that were in your favor. I want to, so today your application's denied. I want to congratulate you on getting your GED and the other work that you've done. And thank you, family, for their support. Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you.